There's been a lot of positive news that has been happening on the Stellar chain. We're going to explore that news because we're going to show you about all these next level advancements that are happening on the Stellar chain and how they affect you. Quick announcement, I'm going to be traveling for a little bit away from my PC. If you want to get a hold of me and follow the adventure that we're going to be on, I'm going to have information about that at the end of the video. But let's get to it. Lumenswap releases new product, the DAO. Yes, decentralized autonomous organization, making this more and more of a decentralized project, giving control to the people, right? The owners of Lumenswap tokens. To get to that, you're going to need 50,000 Lumenswap tokens in order to access the DAO services. The entirety of this fee will be burned to increase the individual value through depreciation. We've seen DAOs like this before. The main premise behind this, though, is that Lumenswap now is taking this to the next level. They are built on the Stellar platform, and now are offering additional services than what they had before. Think about this. The expansion of a DAO, right, is now like what? Lumenswap 2.0? Yeah, it's just another reiteration. And that's what we talked about. If you want to add value to the Stellar chain as a whole, the projects that are built on Stellar are going to have to start going next level. And this is a really good example of it. We also have more data from Litemint. Yes, another group, right? Another project that has been built on the Stellar chain. Let's take a look at it right now. 16,863 unique items. And most importantly, yes, we have seen the auction volume sales go down over the last 3 months, but we have seen a stabilization in actual sales volume represented by the blue bars here on the screen. Look at this. Over the last 3 months, you have seen sales volumes 258,000 lumens, 210,000 lumens in February, and in March, 241,000 lumens of volume. So again, another project that took auctions, right? Turned it into Litemint 2.0, increased their services, and is another example of a project on the Stellar chain that is now evolving and becoming better and better. Two good examples of expansion of current projects on the Stellar chain that are increasing value to the network overall. But let's talk about a big one. Let's talk about a news article that slipped through the cracks, no one covered, and it ties a partnership that's already been built by Stellar. All right, now let's talk about a big one that brings huge value to the Stellar chain. And again, where do we need some level 2 growth? It's with this, the Latin American payment corridor. XLM or XRP, decoding Latin American crypto cross-border remittance preference. Essentially, the premise of this article is talking about what Stellar can do and the need, yes, the growing need for remittances, especially with the Latin American payment corridor. Interesting, there is a report that was done by Stellar that goes over some amazing stats. Here we go, we got some of them. 45% of the respondents from the general population group have sent cryptocurrency to someone in another country. Also, looking at the survey results in Mexico, we saw that cryptocurrency users aged 65 and over are most likely to have sent cryptocurrency to someone in another country. So it's not just the youth out there. It is the full age spectrum of the population, especially of these cash-based societies. Lots of usage that Stellar can tap into. The survey goes on to say a juicy bit that I don't think anyone caught on to, and I'm going to share it with you. Remittances are among the main use cases of crypto in Mexico. Bitso alone currently processes over 1 billion in remittance, around 2.5% of all remittances going into Mexico, so essentially a $40 billion remittance market. But what was the juicy detail that was missed here? Bitso alone currently processes over $1 billion in US. And you're like, wait a minute, Bitso? Yeah, Bitso. Check this out. This is a Bitso demo from Meridian 2021. Let's go on even further. Tribal Credit, Bitso, and Stellar Development Foundation to enable faster, cheaper international B2B payments in Latin American payment corridor. So some of these projects that Stellar is already working on and working with, so for instance, Bitso, Tribal, and SDF working on this remittance corridor right here. We're already seeing some of the benefits as we now see that Bitso alone processed $1 billion of remittances, all right? About 2.5% of the remittances going into Mexico. That is $1 billion that is moving through that payment corridor that's helped been built by Stellar and its existing partnerships. Existing partnerships bringing and adding value to the chain. But what about all the problems, right? All the leeches on the chain. We've been talking about that hot topic out there. But Stellar is working towards fixing that problem, and let's explore that. Polygon and Credix partner with Center to support Verite for decentralized identity in Web 3. Yep, we know about the problems that have plagued Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. I know the bots, scams, schemes, all that kind of stuff, right, has really tarnished Web 2.0. And the centralization itself has really tarnished Web 2.0. But now let's get to this. Center, the consortium founded by Circle Internet Financial LLC and Coinbase to serve as a network governing and standard setting body for blockchain-based financial services. Essentially, right? Circle, right? This kind of governing thing that they're making for blockchain services has added Polygon, the leading full-stack scaling solution for the Ethereum chain, and Credix, the institutional private credit marketplace on Solana, to its list of partners collaborating on its decentralized identity solution, Verite. Interesting, all right? So we have more people joining in this identity solution-based Web 3.0. Right? We want to get, who do you know, right? Know your customer, KYC. We want to get more solutions around there, but we also want to enable privacy, right? So there's going to be this balance to it. What's interesting about this, though, is Polygon and Credix are the new partners to this program that already include who? The Stellar Development Foundation. Yes, so Stellar Development Foundation has been one of the original partners for this Verite, Polygon, Credix, right? This whole kind of umbrella. They've been one of the original partners of this and have been working towards KYC and Web 3.0 safety. Interesting quote here I've got for you. And Tony Martin, enterprise lead at Polygon, said, identity, privacy, and security play a crucial role in Web 3.0, and Polygon is proud to reinforce and uphold these principles. It's vital to foster an open and decentralized standard that promotes the interoperability and self-sovereignty strived for in this new digital frontier. That aligns a lot with what Stellar wants to do. Open source, helping the underbanked. You know what? We got to go big screen. All right, big screen Klaus here to tie this all together. So you've got Stellar, right? You got programs on their chain, Litemint, Lumenswap, other partners out there too, that are now bringing additional services to products that are built on the Stellar chain. That's increasing value, so good for them. We've also seen this Latin American payment corridor be such a huge thing, and Stellar has been in it for a while, and there's mass adoption capability there. And remember, Stellar and Bitso, yep, that bond's already been built. So any movement on that network will be utilizing Stellar. We also have seen now the KYC, Know Your Customer, Web 3.0. We want interoperability. We want decentralization, but we also want safety. We want privacy. We want it all, right? It's Web 3.0. We've learned from Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. Hey, on Web 3, we want it all, don't we? Now, I said earlier that I'm going to be traveling for a bit, and yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be going to Colorado with my son. I'm not going to be posting any of the information or follow-up stuff on this channel. Why? Because this channel is crypto, okay? That is going to be on my other channel that you can find right here, along with some really cool adventure videos. So again, I'm going to be posting updates on there. Follow me there. And if you want cool Stellar stuff like this video and other ones, you're always welcome to click right here. All right, everyone, take care.